This is Bartella. It's a Christian village. It was evacuated 2 years ago. And those who got left behind, in all probability, were murdered. It's taken 4 days of ferocious fighting in an area in which there were no civilians to get in the way to liberate the town. So these are newly armoured vehicles with brand new armoured windows. They look very, very different once they've seen a bit of combat. Contrast that with the deadly accuracy of so many of these Islamic State fighters who focus their fire on these armoured windows, trying to punch through the glass. And look at the effects here. That is round after round after round onto this armoured glass, not yet getting through, but ultimately they will. And this is why these fighters are also so dangerous. They're very, very good shots. This is a classic example of a fighting position used by the so-called Islamic State. This is a bunker on the edge of a warehouse. It leads to a tunnel complex. There are wires everywhere, some for communication, others to detonate improvised explosive devices. This enormous hole, can't even see the bottom of it, is part of the beginning of a tunnel complex. They have tunnels almost completely impervious to airstrikes unless they're using the most advanced sort of bunker buster. Improvised engineering that is making the Islamic State so difficult to deal with in this battle, and why this town has taken so long. People pop up out of these holes and attack from the rear. This is the Syriac Orthodox Church. It's been burnt, it's obviously been trashed, and it's become nothing more really than a dovecot. Deliberate, of course, we should expect this, but deliberate desecration of holy sites by the so-called Islamic State. But by their standards, this is pretty minor. Elsewhere in territory under their control, they've actually blown up particularly ancient buildings, especially in this province. Some of the greatest archaeological gems have been turned to rubbish and dust. These are Christian graves, tombs, every one of which has been broken open, and the Iraqi forces here say everything inside them has been stolen.